Hello there, and welcome to the basement. Everybody has been trying to figure out who this Marrok character is from the Ahsoka show. You know who I'm talking about, the person running around in the black armor and the completely concealing mask with the Inquisitor lightsaber with the spinny helicopter deal. You know who I'm talking about if you've been watching Ahsoka. Now, we've all been trying to figure out who the hell this person is. Is it Ezra? That would be dumb. Is it Starkiller? That would be dope. Who else is it? Who could it be? Could it be the clone of somebody like Luke or Jorah Sabayoth or someone like that? Could be. Who knows what the hell Dave's doing? On my most recent live stream, the latest rumor about who Marrok could be was initially something I thought was really, really dumb. And that was that inside that armor of Marrok is a creature made of smoke. That is the most recent rumor. Not anything cool like Galen Merrick or anything like that. It is smoke inside that armor. So, again, my initial reaction to that news was, what? What? I don't think so. That would be so stupid. I can't believe Dave would do that. But I was thinking about it this morning, and something occurred to me that could actually make the person in that armor being smoke cool and make sense. Now, go with me on this one. Are you ready? I think the person inside that armor could be, not necessarily is, but could be none other than Asajj Ventress. Right? You're like, what the crap are you talking about, Aaron? You don't know stuff. You're not as good at this as other people, like Theory Screen Crush, Josh Den of Nerds, what have you. Star Wars Meg. But follow me on this one. Hear me out. What do we know about Asajj Ventress? Well, here's what we know, and this is all in canon. Asajj Ventress was born on Dathomir. She is born and bred a Night Sister. As a youth, she was kidnapped by a pirate who was later killed, and then she was found by a Jedi who felt the Force in her and decided to train her. And at some point when she was a teenager, he was killed, which of course threw her into the dark side. And then Dooku found her, and she became an assassin for him uh, until he until Sidious ordered him to get rid of her. At which point she got super pissed off. Obviously, felt betrayed. Went back to Dathomir. Mother Talzin found a Dathomir in Zabrak, who also happened to be Maul's brother, known as Savage Opress. Got together with other Night Sisters, used a bunch of kick-ass Night Sister magic, and turned him into a humongous Dathomirian beast with Force. And the plan was to send Savage to be Dooku's new apprentice to replace Asajj, but really working for the Night Sister the whole time to help Asajj kill Dooku in revenge for betraying her at Sidious's command. Um, obviously that went like crap, and Dooku ordered Grievous to go wipe out the Night Sisters on Dathomir. Now, if you'll recall that episode of the Clone Wars, when Grievous showed up on Dathomir and started killing people, Mother Talzin cast a spell that brought back the souls of all the dead Night Sisters to fight that battle. Now, as we know, they eventually lost that, and Asajj had to go disappear. She became a bounty hunter. She ended up helping Ahsoka out in the episode where, in the arc where Barriss Offee set that bomb in the thing and framed Ahsoka for it. And at which point in time, Ahsoka got in trouble, blah, blah, blah. But Asajj ended up helping Ahsoka prove her innocence. And then she went off to do more bounty hunting again. And at some point in time, according to the novel Dark Disciple, she met up with Quinlan Voss, turned him to the dark side. They fell in love, and eventually she sacrificed her life to save Quinlan Voss in a last minute turn back to the light side, and was killed and was taken back to Dathomir and buried. And now she's dead. So after all that, you're probably thinking, well, why in the hell would you think that she is the smoke critter in Marrok's armor? Well, let's go back to what happened when Grievous invaded Dathomir at Dooku's command. Night Sister magic raised the souls of dead Night Sisters to do battle. So, Morgan Elsbeth is a Night Sister. Remember, she used Night Sister magic to turn on that star map. So, who's to say that Morgan Elsbeth is not a powerful enough Night Sister to raise the soul of Asajj Ventress in some kind of nebulous, smoky form and stick it into the armor of Marrok? What do you think? It ties together. Morgan Elsbeth is a Night Sister. Asajj Ventress was born a Night Sister, was buried on Dathomir, and Night Sister magic can raise dead Night Sisters and cause them to be active and be able to fight and all that kind of good stuff. So, at least to me, it fits. If the smoke rumor is true and it's not someone badass like Galen Merrick, I think that Smoke Critter could be the resurrected soul of Asajj Ventress. I mean, think about it. She's a powerful Force user. She's obviously quite familiar with red lightsabers. Well, obvious lightsaber combat in general. But for most of her life, she used the dark side and a red saber. Granted, she did go turn to the light at the very, very end. But again, being raised with Night, having her soul raised by Night Sister magic, who's to say that the light side tendency that she had right at the very end held true? She could have gone back, or probably would have gone back to how she spent most of her life, as a dark side Force using assassin. It fits. I'm not even having to stretch that far. This is not a Reed Richards type of stretch. If you follow it, it makes sense. Born a Night Sister and a Force user. Ended up a Jedi, ended up a dark side assassin for most of the rest of her life until her and Quinlan Voss fell in love, and she sacrificed herself for him at the very end. But again, the key is she was taken back to Dathomir and buried. And as we know, Dathomir is very strong in the dark side and Night Sister magic. So again, Morgan Elsbeth, if she's powerful enough, we don't know. That's why this is a theory. But Morgan Elsbeth could very well have raised her soul in some nebulous smoke form and stuck it into that armor, and poof, Marrok. Now I know, again, you're like, but it's a dude. It's a dude stunt double, and they keep calling Marrok him. Like it's past a Night Sister to lie. We've seen Asajj Ventress. She's very tall and lanky for a female. I don't know if you looked at the armor, but whoever's in there is tallish and not bulky, not big. It's not a large person in that armor, no matter which way you slice it. So, again, it's just a theory, but I think this is more of a possibility than most people want to think of. But again, follow the trail. Night Sister, dark side Force user, buried back on Dathomir. Powerful Night Sisters can call up the souls of the departed Night Sisters. Morgan Elsbeth resurrected Asajj Ventress and stuck her smoky form into that armor and started calling her Marrok and to him. I mean, a Night Sister lying, not that big a stretch at all. So, those are my thoughts on that. Again, that's assuming the smoke rumor is a thing. But if it is, that's how I think it could actually, if not be cool, at least not suck. So tell me what you think down in the comments below. And while you're at it, go ahead, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know anytime I drop a new video or decide to jump on for a live stream. And that's my theory, and that's the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, drop your comments below, and let me know what you think. Am I full of crap? Am I smoking too much weed? It's possible. But let me know. What do you think? Number one, is the smoke rumor true? And number two, if it is, could it be Ms. Asajj Ventress in that armor? Let me know. And until next time, and like I always say, there's always a good time to be had when you're chilling in the basement.